What is one of the most important differentiator between a successful and an unsuccessful organization? Welcome to Thank God It's a Story Saturday, a weekly video series where I share stories with you that you can use to make your messages stick. Today's story was told to me by a client of mine. His name is Mayank. We were both involved in a global summit last week, and this story was shared there. The story originally is told by Gurcharan Das, who is an Indian author, but also the ex-CEO of Procter & Gamble. And the story was shared on the YouTube platform in an interview called The Victory Project. Story is about this guy who Gurcharan Das has given a fictional name to, Kavre, and he is a night security guard at Procter & Gamble. He's only done his 10th grade, and he comes from a remote area in India. He's so basic that if you asked him, what's the name of the company you work at, he wouldn't say Procter & Gamble. He would say Procter & Gamble. So this night security guard called Kamble really had a special sort of gift. He would, between his rounds, he would go into the office and, sort of walk around, and people would not sort of realize that he's the night security guard. And they would say to him, hey, can you serve me a coffee? So rather than saying, no, I'm a security guard, I don't make coffee and tea, he actually went and sort of figured out how to make coffee and tea in the office. Over time, he also learned how to use the telefax machine and started helping people with telefaxes in between his rounds. As time passed by, his curiosity to learn more and more in the office kept peaking. And in Procter & Gamble, the brand managers after 6 p.m. used to use meeting rooms to watch the commercials, and they used projectors for it. So this guy went and learned how to use the projector and started helping them with that as well. He brought this real spirit of happiness and positivity and really lit up the office, so much so that some people started working late because they said, because of Kavre, the night office runs much better than the day office. So that's the kind of spirit he brought into the office. And then the PABX system person in Procter & Gamble, she wanted to go on maternity leave. And Kavre got to know about it, and he went to the human resources office and told the personal manager there that, look, I'm so tired of doing the night shifts. Would you give me the job at PABX? I've already gone and figured out how the switch works. The personal manager looked at him and said, how can we even do that? You've got such basic education. You don't even pronounce the name of the company properly. We get calls from all around the world. It does not seem like it's the right thing for you to do. So Kavre left the office feeling disappointed and disheartened. And then the CEO of the company got to know that he had applied. The CEO of the company, Gurcharan Das, also knew how hard this guy works and what positivity and curiosity and the spirit he brings to the office. So he told the personal manager, give him a try. And if it doesn't work, just change. So Kavre started working in the PABX system. And on the very second day of his job, the CEO of the company, Gurcharan Das, receives the call from the company lawyers. And the lawyer asked him, hey, have you changed your PABX system? And he said, why? Well, he says that I've been calling you for a long time now, and usually I'm on hold or I get through to you in the 4th and 5th ring. But in the last 1 day or so, every time I call you, I get through to you like that. And he says, oh, this guy Kavre, he's our PABX system. So it was really nice for him to hear that, he was doing a really good job. But the CEO went up to Kavre and asked him, hey, so, I just heard that you pick up the calls really fast and, don't put people on hold. Why do you do that? And he said to me that of course, he said it in Hindi. So for all of you who understand Hindi, I will say it in Hindi and then I will say it in English. Sir, agar us side pe customer hua to? So for those of you who don't understand Hindi, in English he said, what if there is the customer on the other side? And Gurcharan Das says that took his breath away. The lesson that he learned from a security guard is not the lesson he had learned when he went to Harvard Business School. And he said that question that I asked him, why do you pick up the phone call so quickly? Even the finance director would not have answered very, very well. He says this guy knew who pays his salary. It is the customer. And he says that, he brought the spirit of service and childlike curiosity, which led him to a really great place in life. Today, Kavre, I'm not sure if he still is, but I do know that this guy ended up becoming a director in the company. So I think this spirit of service, childlike curiosity, and all these things that we call soft skills actually are the most important skills, not just the technical skills that take people forward. So I want to thank Mayank for sharing this story with me. And I think for me, this story has left a very lasting impression that irrespective of whatever degrees we have, whatever experience we have, we keep our spirit of service and childlike curiosity alive.